family, welcome back to Pren here with another video. This one's going to be a bit different, but I think it's extremely important. Maybe you've had targeting issues when you've been in PvPs or even TFOs. You know, specifically in PvPs, let's say you're targeting your opponent, they cloak or placate, and now all of a sudden you're wasting your entire Alpha Strike, Maelstrom Torps and all, on a poor little hanger pet. That's a complete waste, and I hope that this video will help you get through it. So again, it seems obvious, but a lot of people overlook this for some reason. I know that I was struggling at PvP when I first started, and when I changed this around, I got 10 times better. I mean, I was able to stay on target and everything else, and it helped a bunch. I'm not going to go into too much detail on every single item. That would take way too long, but I will show my screen. You guys can pause it. I'll kind of, note which ones are really important. But so this is your main options tab. New players, if you want, I mean, you could change your difficulty on the fly. You don't have to, just stay on normal. You could go on elite. So that's kind of cool if you're looking to test a build and nobody's around to get an arena with you. You can put this on elite and run some TFOs or patrols and test it that way. This is kind of important to me. Disable mission auto hail. When I'm in missions or TFOs or anything, I don't like the spam. I don't like the pop-ups and everything. So I want to be in control on when I engage with NPCs. Red alert mode. It is important to me. I want to know when I'm in and out of red alert. Let's say I'm in a PvP and I have to swap something out real quick, or God forbid I forgot to equip something. I need to know exactly when I can hop into that menu and change that. Audio, this is all pretty much personal preference. Yeah, nothing really out of the ordinary here. Auto joining voice chat, I would think, would be the most important part. When you're in a random team, let's say you're in Karat, you're in team battle, you definitely want to be on comms. Calling out targets is huge. It's insanely important. It's definitely going to make or break a team battle. Going to our advanced, now if you have a PS5, I recommend that you click this off. It improves the gameplay so much. It's so much more smoother. If you have a PS5, try it out. You will not be disappointed. Before, I still have my PS4, and side-by-side comparison when I go back onto my PS4 for my other account, it's extremely choppy. I don't know how I played this game so long like that. So give it a try, guys. It's actually really, really good. Going into our controls, we'll deal with space first. So this is really what you want to get going. So these options here, especially these little bubbles down here. Now again, I'll give it like a minute so you guys can pause it and everything if you want. But these bubbles here is what makes it so you could stay on target, and staying on target is extremely important, obviously. So if you guys want, pause it, try this out. I recommend whenever you make big changes, whether it be in your skill tree or your traits, always take a screenshot, take a picture with your phone, whatever you gotta do. That way, if you make major changes, you could always revert back and see where you went wrong. Obviously, the auto attack is very, very important. Make sure it's toggled, non-combat cancels. The look sensitivity, you could bring this a little bit up. I normally keep it right around here. I like it there. Makes it nice and easy for me. Camera shaking, I turn that off. There's enough epileptic light shows in PvP space that yeah, you don't need the added effect of camera shaking. If you like it and it's aesthetically pleasing, then by all means, it's personal preference. I'll just select ground real quick, just so you guys can see what I do on the ground. I'm not all that great of a ground PvPer. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of fun with it, but other people do, so. Alright, going over to your heads-up display, we'll again go to space first. This eliminates a lot of distractions. Now, maybe you might want to mess around with this a little because you want to see, the damage floaters, let's say, for crits and stuff like that. That way you know when you're critting. To me, I look at, the opponent's shields and stuff. I know my ship well enough to know when I'm critting and stuff, so it's not a problem. Damage is obviously a no-brainer with that, but again, these are my stats here, or my checkoffs here. Combat notifications, standard, all that. This is just for sector space. It's up to you. It gives a cool little grid view if you select this on. But showing me name. So this is a bit important as well. You definitely want to know who you're targeting. Going down here, NPCs, it really doesn't matter in my opinion. Friends, you do want to see when they're getting hit and stuff like that. You definitely want to be able to click on them, whether you're doing healing to them or whatever the case may be. And scrolling down, and that's pretty much it for the heads-up display for space. And go back over to ground here, and this is pretty much my ground setup here. Again, I'm not big on ground, but this works for me. And I'll just scroll some more. And that's pretty much it, guys. That is that for the heads-up display. Obviously, chat is here. It's pretty much personal preference. I would say that the getting rid of your screen when it's not being used is really important. We have enough clutter on our display as it is that we can't move around or anything. This is not PC. We can't customize any windows, stuff like that. But we can get the chat screen to fade out when it's not being used. Normally what I will do is in my chat screen, if you look up there how it's blank, I will actually see how it just phased out there. If you go to your chat, I usually run in NPC chat, that way it fades out. Now if you're in combat, you're going to see all the combat, and that is good. In PvP I will run this, especially during a 1v1, but during group it's damn near impossible to keep up with the floaters. It's constant mess. A little note on that: if you're in a 1v1, you die and you don't know why, the other person won't give you any feedback or anything, go back and study your combat logs, find out what went wrong for you, how you were getting hit. A lot of times you could see, certain skills, bridge officer skills that are getting procced that, did you in or gave them healing, whatever the case may be. But typically I stay in NPC, that way that disappears. And that's pretty much it, guys. Again, try this out. It helped me immensely. Like, you could seriously see a difference. I was really struggling at first, and when I did this, it really helped me out a lot. I hope you find this helpful. If you do, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys next time.